Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Tuesday morning, December 12th, 2023. It's a minute or two after 6:30, and I am here to do a live trade with you here at Forex Smart Trade. Our goal is to help you change your financial destiny, and we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our proprietary trading indicators that are simple to use but highly predictive. And this session is to show you one of a dozen different trade strategies that we have, and to show you how easy they are to use. So with that, let's jump right in, and we first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll see what we got available for trades this morning.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We teach in multiple methods. We have videos. We have sessions like this where we do live trades, where you watch as a trader walks through their trade strategy, and most importantly, we've got personalized one-on-one training in addition to group training. And it's that personalized one-on-one training that we think allows people to really excel. It's tailored to your specific needs at your specific pace, and it enables you to get the answers to your questions done faster. Now, in addition to the sessions that I do Monday afternoon and Tuesday and Thursday morning, every afternoon around 4:15, I send out a trade setup. It's got a little video attached to it that shows you how I came up with the trade, again, as evidence so that you can see how good these indicators work when you know how to use them. Once you become a regular member, every morning at 10 a.m. we do a live trade. Every evening at 10 p.m. we do a live trade. And we have constant training. So Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. we do a advanced training session. Every Saturday morning we do a back to the basics, where we're again going back to the fundamentals, the basic trade strategies, going over them again and again and again, so that you've got them down, and taking questions so that you understand the why and wherefores on how everything works. I like to work off of a little kind of cheat sheet that helps me stay focused and make sure I'm not missing anything. And every day, good habit to restart your green chart. Every day at the end of the day, a good habit to take a look at the trades that didn't go your way. Yesterday, on last night's afternoon trade, we did not find a good trade. And on last night's overnight trade on both pairs, we didn't find a setup. We didn't have the we didn't have everything line up as it should, so we didn't take a trade. So nothing to take a look at there today, but it's good habit to go back and spend a little bit of time figuring out why a trade didn't work. Sometimes you might do everything right, but more often than not, you miss something, and if you can identify what that is and then put it in your pocket so that next time you see that setup, you can act on it, that is helpful. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and our indicators are very good at telling us what direction the market's going in. If we can figure out what direction the market's going in, we can make some money. However, news does impact currency prices. So we want to know what that news is so that basically we can trade around it. Best place to get that news is forexfactory.com. Forex Factory breaks news down into three categories. Yellow, which is low impact, generally don't worry about those. Orange, which is medium impact, you can worry about those. I don't. And red, which is high impact. These high impact items you want to trade around. And this morning on the U.S. dollar at 8:30, they're announcing a CPI information. So we are within the 2 hour. I generally don't like to trade something within 2 hours of when this news event is happening, specifically or especially when it's like a published number like this, because this published number is people already know what it is. The government's already figured it out. And what happens is it leaks out before the official announcement and people start trading on it. So it causes movement that's not consistent with what the indicators are telling us. So I find it's just better to stay out of it and then maybe come back in 30 minutes after things have settled down. And then tomorrow, this morning at 2 a.m., there's something on the pound. So we'll stay away from the USD this morning. With that, as I mentioned, we've got a dozen signals, and the signal that I like, that matches my personality, matches my availability to trade, matches my risk preferences, is the 10-point signal. And I like to trade it off of a 1 hour chart, but you can trade it off a 30-minute chart, a 2 hour chart, a day chart. But on a 1 hour chart, I want to be 30 minutes into the chart at least, or halfway into the chart, so the indicators had a chance to form, or the lines had a chance to form. On a 1 hour chart, a trade is going to be worth anywhere from kind of 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot's 11 pips. If I can get 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing terrific. And my goal is 30 pips a day. Once I get to that, then I will sometimes go for more, but a bigger move. But carving out 11 pips 3 times a day, to me is a very doable thing. And basically on this strategy, what I'm trying to do is get all the lines from all 3 sections of the chart to line up. And when I see that, that's a high probability trade. Lets me get in, get out, and then move on to the next trade. So that's what we're looking for. So with that, let's get into it and see what we've got. The chart I am trading off of is the Light 6 Major. A Light 6 Major is one of the standard charts, and this is a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. And the first chart is all U.S. Based pairs. And I am, even though we're not going to trade the USD, I do want to go through and see if we see any, what a good signal looks like. So that you can identify it on your own when I'm not around and trade on it. I start with the middle section of the chart. And here we're going to start with the Australian dollar, US dollar. And this red and green line is the major indicator. This black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the overbought line. When these lines are above the blue line, the market's considered overbought. That's a good time to sell. Likewise, when the market is when the lines are below the red line, the market's oversold. That is a good time to buy. And specifically, I'm looking for situations where the lines are overbought and coming down, and I want to ride this move through the channel. And you can see we got a big red candle here. It touched, and then the green pivoted, and then we've got an up movement. Now we're kind of in the middle of the channel going sideways. So I'm looking for, I want the lines either below the red going up or above the blue coming down. So nothing here. If I don't have anything here, I don't need to look at the TNTs or the pressure. Euro USD, my favorite pair, overbought. Everybody's coming down, and I've got what I call the double cross, where the red line's on top and the black line's on top. So I've got all three. I've got the three elements that I need for the first part of the test. Overbought, everybody's going down, and the double cross. Now, I prefer to have the green line a little closer to entering the channel, and I prefer the green line have a little more steepness to it. It's right on the borderline in terms of steepness. I like it to be at least 45 degrees. This is a little less than 45 degrees to me. It seems it's a little bit less. Almost going flat, almost going sideways. So technically I've got the three. When I've got the three, I'm going to jump over to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting the sell signal I'm seeing here. The two orange lines are going down, telling me sell. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is going up, that means sell. So the thick blue is going up, dotted blue going up, all four telling me sell. That's good. I need to have at least three of the four. Here I've got all four. So that's good. When I have that, then I'm going to jump down to the pressure. And I want these lines either going down or I want the red line on top. I have the red line on top. So this is a point here, 3 points here, 4 points here. So I've got 8 points. I also like on the pressure that the green line is pulling away, starting to roll. So that's kind of a plus. So I've got 8 points here. Normally when I have 8 points, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take a look at what the 2 hour, I'm going to confirm this by looking at the 2 and the 4 hour. We're not going to trade it because we've got that news item. But when I look to confirm it, and we've got a nice confirmation here. I look to see that we are overbought. It doesn't have to be going down on the 2 hour and overbought on the 4 hour. So we're overbought on both charts. Here they're still going up. Here the majors are starting to come down. And what that does is it gives me confidence that if for some reason this signal weakens, we will pick up the trade off of the 2 or the 4 hour. It'll just take longer for it to happen. And here now, while we've been talking, the slope on the green line's gotten steeper. It's now, this is good steepness, and it's just about ready to enter the channel. So this signal is improved while we've been talking. But again, I'm not going to take it because we've got that news item coming up. Only like on the 2 hour, I'm not crazy that we've been overbought for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 2 is 10 hours. We've been overbought for 10 hours. I prefer the lines to have gone up and starting to come back down, or at least have just gone up and haven't gone sideways. So this is good signal, but let's go back and see if we can find something else that we can trade off of. Pound USD, it just about reached overbought, started to turn, but we don't have the double cross. US dollar, Canadian dollar overbought. Everybody's still going up. US dollar, Swiss franc, we're just reaching oversold. Everybody going down. US dollar, yen oversold. Everybody's going down. So nothing there. So I've cloned this chart, and we've got 6 other currency pairs. These are non-USD pairs. So let's see if we can see something that we can actually trade on here. Euro pound overbought, and majors are sideways. Both majors and minors are sideways. Australian dollar, yen oversold, going down. So nothing there. Euro Canadian dollar overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. This kind of looks like what the Euro USD was. Green line is it's a little less than 45 degrees. So I've got 3 points here. Overbought. Everybody's going down, and I've got the double cross. The red's on top, the black's on top. I'm not crazy about the slope. I'm not crazy that we've got such a big gap between the green line and the blue line before it enters the channel. So I'm jumping up to the TNTs, 2 orange lines going down, 2 blue lines going up. So I've got 4 of the 4. However, I've got up pressure with green on top. I want the red on top here. The lines are converging. They're getting closer. So eventually they'll cross maybe next hour, but it's not there yet. I don't like to trade on what's going to be. I'd rather take less trades and have them be right than throw out a Hail Mary and hope that it does what I want. It's much harder to make money if you have to work to recover from a loss. So I'd rather just take less trades, and the trades I do take are correct trades. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. We didn't quite get to oversold. The miners did, and it turned. Sometimes I'll trade a turn when it's in the channel like this on the Euro USD. This is a nice turn. However, I don't like to trade when the green line goes more than halfway through the channel, and we are more than halfway through the channel. The other thing I don't like here is that it is evening time in Australia and New Zealand. So on a 1-hour chart, you want it to be active in one of the markets, the daytime in one of the markets, and we're not. So I would pass here. Plus, we only have 2 of the 4 on the TNTs. 2 orange lines are going up, telling me buy. 2 blue lines are going up, telling me sell. So I don't have consistency here. I've got sideways on the pressure with green on top and green going up. So that is a plus. But we don't have the TNTs here. And as I said, it's not the right time of day. Pound yen oversold, going down. Euro Australian dollar overbought. The majors are sideways. Red lines going up, green lines going down. I want all the lines going down. So I don't have that. Let's go to the next pair. Canadian dollar, yen oversold, going down. Euro New Zealand overbought, going up. Pound New Zealand overbought, going up. New Zealand yen oversold, going down. New Zealand USD turned in the channel, just reaching over sold. Euro Swiss franc overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. So I've got 3 points here. Green line is less than halfway. I don't mind that the miners have kind of gone through the channel and are more than halfway, and the gray line's touching. That's okay for me. I really like the steepness on the green line. I like that the lines are clustered. That's two pluses, two orange lines going down, dotted blue going up. So 3 of the 4 are telling me sell. But I don't quite have the pressure here. Don't quite have the pressure. Green line's coming down, but the red line's going up. I want either both lines going down or the red line on top, and I don't have that. But this, I kind of like this as a signal. This is a nice signal. If we had the pressure here, we would consider it. So let's go to the next group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Everybody's coming down, double cross. Green line is gone a little bit over the halfway line. So 3 points here, 2 orange lines going down, dotted blue going up. So 3 of the 4 telling me sell. I've got red. I've got weak. Actually, I've got very weak up pressure. What makes it very weak is the slope of the lines and the gap in the lines. And the red is on top, so this is a point. So 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here, so 7 points. And I like that it's almost starting to roll. This is almost flat. This is almost flat. So that's the AUD Canadian dollar. So even though it's evening in Australia, it's coming up to morning in Canada. So we've got a sell here. So let's take a look. So the next thing is I want to confirm. I want to confirm it with the 2 hour and 4 hour. So we've got AUD, CAD. Overbought, coming down. Again, I'm not as interested in the direction. I just want them overbought. So on the 2 hour, we're overbought going down. And also on the 4 hour, overbought going down. So we've got the confirmation. Once we have the confirmation, we want to see what the trade is worth. And to figure out what the trade is worth, I am going to open up a clean chart, AUD, CAD, and I want to see where the support and resistance lines are and what the trend is. I want to know what direction the market's been moving. Because if I'm trading with the trend or against the trend, it makes a difference. So you can kind of see here's an uptrend. So if I was taking a sell in the uptrend, I'm going to take less than if I'm taking a buy in the uptrend. Now here, this is maybe a little bit of a downtrend, not terrifically strong. But let's put some support and resistance on. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And you can see it kind of stopped in here, stopped in here, stopped in here, stopped over here. And these become the boundaries of where I'm going to trade within. And on a 1 hour chart, they tend to be 30, 40 pips apart. So it stopped in here, stopped in here. In here, it seems to stop over here. So we're at 0.8914 to 0.8936. So that's about 20. we're going to leave it at that. I'm going to, when I scrunch up the chart so I can get more data points to use to draw the lines, and then I can open it back up. So we are looking at a sell. Then I want to know how much room do I have between these lines. So I've got 23 pips coming down. And 5 pips going up. 23 coming down and 5 going up. Just making it so it's a little easier to look at. So 8 pips there. I'm trying to find we're kind of up and down, so we don't have a clear trend. I like to get in and get out. So I look at where the candles have traded at within the last few hours. And I say we're going to go ahead and take a sell for 8 pips. Usually if the trade isn't like worth 11 pips, I'm not interested. But since I want to give you guys something for showing up this morning, we're going to go ahead and take a pip for 8 pips. So you can take it on your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader 4, I'll open up my MetaTrader 4. This is, I do not have AUD CAD here, so I'm going to go to File, a New Chart, and it's going to probably be in this third group, AUD CAD right here. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to go back to the hour chart, which is what we were looking at. And what's the spread here? 37.5 to 38. So we're paying 8 points. 8 points. 8 points. All right, that'll be okay for an 8 pip trade. I don't want the spread to be too large. If we were taking a 5 pip trade, I wouldn't do it with that spread. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart. Nope, not New Chart. Excuse me. File. Excuse me. I'm going to go to New Order. Pops up the window. This is a demo account. It's got 12,089 in it. I can, by moving my decimal place over 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, my appropriate lot size is going to be 1.29 because I'm rounding up. I can take anywhere from half of that, so say 0.665, all the way to double it. I'm just going to take the middle spot. By taking this, I can take another trade. So I am going to just click Sell by Market. And it records the trade down here. I right-click on it and go to Modify. It opens up this window. Let's put in 8 pips. 8 pips, which is 80 points. I just add an extra 0 to it. I click the little blue button and it does the math for me. We're going to use a 3-to-1. So we're going to use a 24 pip stop loss, add a 0 to it, click the little red button that does the math. And let's take a look where that puts us. And it's touching these candles. So that's kind of right where I want to be. I could maybe take another pull this down and take one more pip off of it, but I'm going to leave it where it is. So we took a sell on the AUD CAD with a take for 8 pips with a take profit of 0.89308, 0.89308, and a stop loss of 0.89627. 0.89627. I expect this to close within the next 1 to 3 hours. Within the next 1 to 3 hours, we will see this close. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to learn to trade, our tools are simple to use, highly predictive. The best way to learn something is to go to somebody who already knows how to do it and have them teach you. And that's exactly what we do. We can teach you, and we're so confident we can do that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So that's a pretty good deal. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you this afternoon when I send out the overnight trade. Thanks so much. Until next time. Bye-bye.